Hello everyone, look at my potatoes, look at this thing. It looks like a tube of period blood. There is a mosquito on my arm, get the fuck off.
You cannot suck on my arm blood or this piece of period blood, you piece of shit.
I was gonna make dinner, but then I was just like, you know what, you remember this video? Yeah, I know you do. You've been waiting for this video for too damn long. Get your lazy ass up and do it. Alright, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking more about transgender community. And this video might be good for people with unsupportive parents because I'm going to be giving out like some suggestions that you can probably give to them so that they can be educated a little bit more. I'm going to recommend some books for you. Because they really educated me, and then I'm going to talk about a stream that my grandparents showed me. I learned a few things from that stream. It was really freaking cool. I recommend it to anyone, honestly. It's really cool. I really recommend the stream. It's really great.
Now I need to find out where to start. I'm very sorry you had to see that, but you know what, it happened, so deal with it.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna get started with the book recommendations. Luckily, I have them in my backpack, which is over there, and I didn't get the books, so be right back. Oh, and I just remembered that there is a movie that I would like to share with you about, all about the transgender thing, and sure, why not? I'll add like 2 YouTubers that I watch that are also transgender, and they are transitioning right now, so you can watch them transition. It's really neat. Okay, so books, movie, stream, YouTubers, education, in the middle, somewhere, sprinkled along top. Sprinkle the education. Good. Alright, so my mom just got back from work, and as you guys know, as I said in the earlier video, she doesn't really like me all that much. She just really liked me talking about this, so I'm just gonna try to go a little bit faster throughout this video. And so, you know, what was I just doing right there? I'm just like, fight me. Alright, so I'm gonna start with books first. I didn't sort them out from fiction to nonfiction. Yeah, that should be easy. There's only one fictional book. Well, I'm a fucking dumbass. Alright, so I'm going to start with the nonfiction book. This is the only nonfiction book. But it is called I Am J, and it is written by, oh no, this book. I've used it so much. Alright, so the author is Chris Beam, and it is about a transgender boy. I believe he is in high school. I don't remember them ever establishing which grade in high school. I just know high school. And this is basically him trying to become himself because his mom is kind of meh on the thing, and his dad is completely no about the whole thing. So, and he loses. I dropped it again. I'm sorry, Jay. But he is basically, what was I going with that? Right. So Jay, he goes through a few hardships. He has his first actual love, I guess, in a way. And then his first love, weird things happen, but I highly recommend it. The ending is really good. It's really heartwarming, actually. So this is nonfiction. This is something that I recommend to actual transgender teens like me. Not so much for the parents because it is fiction. So, you know, parents, and they're just like, it's fiction. That shit's not real. And you can just be like, fuck you, I'm still gonna read it. Don't actually say fuck you to your parents, though. You might get in some real deep shit. Oh yeah, and just a little fun fact, I Am J was the first book I ever got, and I got it from my dad. Well, not really from the first book that I got with the transgender topic, and I got it from my dad. Alright, so the next book I also got from my dad. It is the second transgender topic book that I got. This one is nonfiction, so it is real, and it is called Beyond Magenta, Transgender Teens Speak Out. And it is like a combination book with many Shoot, I need to count. I'm horrible at counting. Alright, there are 6 different transgender people in this book. It is all combined into their own different sections. So it's just like this person, their story, this person, their story, this person, their story, and so on. And let's see. It is written and photographed by Susan Cucklin. Cucklin? I don't know how to say that name. Alright, so just a little sneak peek. There's some people in there. It shows their actual pictures, and it goes through like their childhood up to present life, traumatic things that happened, bad things that happened, good things that happened in between. It's really good. And there's actually one gender fluid there's one gender fluid person in this book, and they share their experience as well. Because transgender is actually more like an umbrella term. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. So when I say transgender, it's not just like male to female or female to male. It's actually a few more things than that, so gender fluid is underneath that umbrella. The more you know. I'd recommend this book to really anyone, honestly. So specifically, I'd recommend it to trans teens like me and parents, because this one is nonfiction. So hopefully they will take this book more seriously, and this book has many stories from actual transgender people. So hopefully they will start to understand more like, okay, yeah, this is a thing. Alright, so the next book, at first I thought was like a little gag thing, because my mom bought me this book, like Queer, the Ultimate LGBT Guide for Teens. So I'm just sitting here like, am I not gay enough for you? Because she, as I told you guys before, she doesn't really like me that much anymore because I'm transgender. So I'm just like, do you need to be more gay so that you hate me more? So, but honestly, she probably did have good intentions, and I just don't know why the hell she's doing it. I'm sorry, I'm like Skyping someone right now, and they're doing like some Avatar The Last Airbender shit with their broom. Anyways, alright, so the Ultimate LGBT Guide for Teens, Queer. It is written by 2 people, Kathy Belge and Marky Bish. Well, I don't know how to say their names, I'm sorry. Penis. You're probably wondering why I just said penis right now. Well, my microphone went down and I didn't know if it was still working, so I said, well, time to do something and see if it works. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna test it with the word penis. So there you go. My mom just got back from work, and as you guys know, she doesn't really like me all that much. She doesn't really like me talking about this. So I'm just gonna go a little bit faster throughout this whole video, just so that I don't get caught by her and get yelled at. She won't yell at me, she'll just be very disappointed in me. So next I'm going to talk about the movie that I recommend. The movie is called The Danish Girl. It is a movie about a transgender artist who transitions from male to female. First transgender woman to undergo sex reassignment surgery. Her name is Lily Elby. I'm not really sure how to say it, but that's the character's name. That's not the actor's name. The actor is Eddie Redmayne, I believe. It follows the sexual reassignment surgery from male to female. I highly recommend it. It's very educational. It follows everything that Lily went through, and I really, really loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. And there is a few scenes where you see a little ding-a-ling here and there, but, you know, overall it's okay. So I would really recommend that you watch it when nobody's around, or if your parents are okay with you watching it, then just fucking watch it. And maybe you can get your parents to join in, and they can get a little bit of education too. So the stream that my grandparents showed me is called Gender Revolution, A Journey with Katie Couric, and it goes along explaining everything, why they believe that trans people do exist and why we feel that way. It goes over a few transgender people and their stories, how they felt, how they found out, and it also goes over intersex people and how they discovered, oh, this happened to me. Why the hell did that happen to me? Because most of the time, it never really goes along well. Because the parents, they're just like, oh, okay. my child is intersex, I have to choose which genital I want. And then they'll choose, okay, I want this person. And then when they grow up, they're just like, I'm not really feeling it down here. And then they find out and they're just like, you should have let me chosen when I actually had a mind of my own. Which I fully agree with. They, intersex babies, I believe that the parents should just, say, whatever, and, let their child be raised, normally. And then you can bring up the situation to them later on in life and say, are you okay with it? Do you want to change it? Do you want to be something, something? And then, once the child has a mind of their own, they're just like, So, so it goes over transgender, some education, and intersex people, I believe. That's all that I can remember right now. Right now, fuck. Right now. So, my mind's blanking right now. Oh, shit. This is very awkward. I'm really sorry. My mind's blanking. I'm probably not even gonna edit this out. I'm really sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you like a little bit of a sneak peek as to why transgender people exist. I'm not gonna give away too much, because you'll have to watch the stream to figure out what's going on. But anyways, how I was about to say trans penis. I don't know. How transgender people come about. It all happens in the womb, and the hormones that the mother produces while we're developing. And there's a little something like going on with the testosterone and the estrogen that we're receiving that makes us think, oh, I'm supposed to be that gender. Oh, but look at me. I have the opposite gender that I want to be. Get the fuck off my body. Am I good at explaining things? Okay, you know what? I explained a little bit too much. So I'm just going to finish it off. But I really do highly recommend the stream. It is very educational. But anyways, what happens in the womb? So for me personally, since I am a transgender boy, I was born with a vagina, and I want to have a penis. Actually, not really, but I just feel like a boy in general. So when I was in my mom's vagina, my body was already forming. It said, yeah, vagina. And then my mom, I guess, started producing too much testosterone, and that affected my brain while I was still in the womb to think of itself, yeah, I'm supposed to have a dick. And then when I popped out, I'm just like, my dick got chopped off.